Can't hear nothing.
Yeah, go ahead. We got you.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Man, listen, I was a single father, you know what I'm saying, to my first child, my son. And, she was paying me child support for a while. So I never really experienced it from the other angle. Hold on, let me step outside. What's going on, brother? I never experienced it from the other side as far as me paying the child support. But here's the thing. When when she got my son back, the courts allowed her to put a restraining order to keep my child away from me when there was no issue between us. So now I had to go through the visitations, I had to go through, paying for the visits and all that stuff. And I'm looking at the judge like, well, I voluntarily gave him back to his mother because I didn't want my son like in the system or anything. I moved to another state. So me moving to another state, him being in school and doing a good job in school and everything, I didn't want to, interfere with any of that. But because of that, she took it upon herself and put the restraining order. Now I can't see my son. Talk to my son when he sneaks to call me. You know what I mean? Like he has like social media. He's 12 now. He has social media. So on the social media, if she finds out he's talking to me, she'll shut it down. A couple weeks later or a month later, he'll create another account. She'll find that one, shut it down. She'll block me. And it's all just being spiteful. There's really no real reason behind it. She's not in fear of me or anything like that. We don't even live in the same state anymore. So for us not living in the same state, I'm like, why are you still doing this? Because in the state of Massachusetts, that's a Commonwealth state. They're for the women and children. So yeah, I had custody in Massachusetts. But when she got custody back of him, they played everything in her favor, like I was the bad guy.
So, uh, when you moved, how long has it been since you seen your son?
I haven't seen my son in person in probably like 3 years now.
So you had custody of him, then you gave him back to her, and it's been a 3-year difference, and now you don't get a chance to see him.
Nope. Only way I get to see him is if he sneak, create a social media page, call me on there. Hey, Dad, miss you, Dad. Love you, Dad. Can you send this for me, Dad? I can't even send him gifts. Only thing I can do is send him like gift cards.
Because she got the restraining order. So how does that work as far as you getting visitation?
All that, I don't even know if it still exists because we're not in that state anymore. You know what I'm saying? She moved from Massachusetts. I moved from Massachusetts. But because that order is still there, for some reason, it still plays a part because what she moved to is also another Commonwealth state. So I guess they're, coinciding with each other because of the Commonwealth laws.
If I was you, I would go to wherever she's at and file for visitation. Let me ask Queen Lovebug what she think about this. Queen Lovebug, what you think?
Um, I think it is a state by state basis. Here in Ohio, if there is nothing set up within the court system, if there's no parent, like any type of parenting plan, period, in regards to the child, in many other states is that as well. But if there's nothing within the courts, then the mother is automatically receives custody of the child, and the father would have to go and pay motion fees as on top of the trying to survive. Mind you, here in Ohio, the minimum wage is just now going to be raised to $10.10. So I have no idea how a man is supposed to have a place to bring his children for visitation while paying support and to support themselves. But though a lot of times those things aren't thought, like they're not thinking about the man. And honestly, they're not thinking about the children either. Just like the justice system and our health sick, I don't say health care because it's a health sick business. They are in the business of making money, and they receive a percentage for the amount for the money that they collect from said individuals within this court system. So, of course, they're looking for there to be turmoil and
Wait, hold on.
arrears.
My question to you is, what should he do as far as not being his child's? Well, his son is in another state now, and they had an order in one state, so now they both moved out of that state into different states. How can he needs to go and file visitation where she's at
He
now?
has to file. He has to file where she's at.
Right.
And most of the time, people don't know, but you can ask for a waiver when you go to file motions with family court. This means that you make like a certain amount of money, like what they consider the poverty line or something like that, and you can have the motion fees waived. Many people are not aware of that, and that is in small claims court, that is in family court, that is in many court systems. I don't think it's in divorce court here, but I mean that is very much an option. My question to him is, how was a restraining order? Oh, she filed once you left, right?
Before she left.
To the guy in Massachusetts.
She filed before
Oh,
she left.
well,
So
you
that's what
can
I'm saying.
probably
Like, with that being
have
active,
that over. I'm sorry.
but with that being active in
That's
Massachusetts,
what I was gonna say. If you moved and she moved, um, you can't go back to that court and file for a review. You understand what I'm saying? Many times, like I know here, we have we have what they call, you can call like for legal advice, or they will give you advice on a discount, or many times for free as well. You know what I'm saying? So that legal aid, that's what it's called here, legal aid. So I would Google where you are, and I would look up, I would Google where she is, see if there's a number for like a legal aid type service, and I would take that route, because attorneys will take your money, and paralegals like me do, like they get the big bucks, but we do all of the work. And of course, unfortunately, like many other businesses, they'll take your money whether they can help you or not. So that's why I
so
said try the legal aid way. That would be my. I can't give legal advice because I'm not an attorney.
right.
However, in my experience, that would be the best way to go.
So that whole thing in Massachusetts doesn't even matter anymore because we're not there anymore,
Well,
basically.
that's the thing. You are not in contact with her, so you don't know if
Right.
she had a transfer. Like you don't know what. Are you paying child support now?
Never.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
you can
So that's
probably
what I'm saying.
actually find out what county
Wouldn't I have to get
you could probably
served?
for child
Even
support.
with it, even if she transferred this, what I'm saying, like, wouldn't I still have to be served? So if I'm not served, does that mean it's not as accurate in another state, or is it just like if we're in Massachusetts, we can't be around each other? You know what I mean? Like if I go to where she's at, or she come to where I'm at, does that still apply?
Well, this is the thing.
I would get it.
You're a black man in America. I would not take a chance, because if she
Right,
did that out of spite, there is no telling what she would do out of spite.
right,
Like
right.
I'm honest. I'm a very honest, real, and straightforward person, and I would not take the chance. Like you're a black man, and I'm like, yeah, you guys' lives are taken every day. I would not take the chance. She already showed her hand when she was vindictive, so therefore I wouldn't take that chance. I just wouldn't. In my experience, I would.
Yeah, hold on for a second. Hold on.
But Joe, choking. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What you say? All right, hold on. Yo, regular us. What you saying over there?
Yo. No, I was saying don't do it. Like don't take the chance. Get in front of it. If you can, definitely get in front of it, bro.
Yeah, I would say that too. I would consult with a lawyer, like she
Save you a
said.
lot of time and a lot of whatever. Like, it'll save you.
Yeah,
And get the right lawyer too.
Is it the Legal Aid Society? Legal Aid societies in every state or city, and you know how we get
I would
locked
really
up.
find a
Like, you got
legal
legal
aid.
aid lawyer. That's who you call Legal Aid
I would
Society.
do that because yeah, but it's just under different names. And what I was going to say to you is, once you get advice from them, you can more than likely be able to file where she is, and you talk with.
Hit the mute button.
Now.
Yeah, I can't
Hello,
hear her.
did you mute
All
me?
right, yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can hear you.
I was. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? I was going to say you can file for at least shared parenting, in the county that she is at once you find that information out from legal
Yeah,
aid, and you
because the
can
thing
still
is,
go through legal aid in order to do that as well.
let's see, the thing is, I
I
don't
feel
want
like
to
that's your best route in a situation like this.
see, the thing is, I don't want to do the whole custody thing anymore. You know what I mean? We've done that. We've been in and out of court for 7 years. Like, it's been a while now. You know what I mean? But we've done it for 7 years. I don't got that court in me no more. That's a long fight for 7 years. You know what I mean? I don't want now. Let's just be fair. This boy is about to be a teenager. Let's just be fair about it. You know, because in a minute he's gonna be old enough to speak in court and say, "Hey, I want to go with my dad," and they're gonna have to take it into consideration because his voice is gonna matter. So I kind of been weighing it out just till he, get of age. But at the same time, it's like the separation is still hurt though.
Yo, yo, I know what that hurt feels like. Can you just explain to people what that especially from you being a father that had custody at one point,
Mm-hmm.
what explain to people what it feels like not to be able to wake up and see your son or talk to him.
Oh man, it hurt, man. It hurt like hell, man. It's like taking your breath away, man. You know what I mean? It's like taking the air away from you, man. You don't know what to do with yourself. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta find yourself again. You don't even know who you are anymore because you go from being, this in-home dad. You're waking up and you have a routine. You wake up, you feed them, you're getting ready for school, you dress them, all that good stuff. Then you go to work and you get out of work, you pick them up, you bring them home, you make them dinner, you read them a bedtime story, you put them to bed, and you do it all over again to waking up one morning and it's just you. And now you got to go through hoops of fire, just to even have some kind of communication. And the crazy part is he's reaching out to me. So it's like no matter what you do, he's gonna find daddy. He's gonna come back to daddy. You can try to stop it all you want to, but he's of age now. There's too many ways to communicate. So if you block his Facebook, he's gonna make an Instagram. If you block his Instagram, he's gonna make a Twitter. You block his Twitter, he's gonna make a TikTok, and so on and so forth. You can't stop it because he still remembers living with daddy. He remembers the things that daddy taught him. You know what I mean? His whole mannerism, everything came from daddy. He's an honor roll student. He's a good boy. I was very active in his school, everything. The schools love me, all that. So they look at me as a respectable parent, a decent father. It's just her. She's using the system to her advantage because she it's a one state. And now it's like, okay, payback. But it's not really payback because I didn't ask to be a single father. I didn't ask for custody. You did that. You gave him to me and disappeared. And now you're sitting there puzzled, like, why are we going to court? We didn't even have an agreement or anything. You just dropped him off and disappeared. No phone call. You ain't popping up and visiting. Nothing. I don't know what's going on. So yes, I took it to court. You want to disappear? You want to be a deadbeat? You would do it to me. You would take me to court. So why wouldn't I do it to you? This boy needs both of his parents. He don't need just one parent. He needs both of us.
If your son saw this, which is strongly possible, you know how kids be watching. If your son saw this, what would you say to your son right now?
My son know what it is. I don't keep any secrets from him. Son, you know I'm telling the truth. Because you done said it to me yourself. I'm just telling our story. And that's it.
I appreciate you sharing your story, brother. You know what I mean? I
Appreciate you
appreciate
having me,
that,
man.
man. I know that feeling, brother. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have people tell you, oh, don't worry about it. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna see your son. Man, listen, bro. I heard that for so long. And
Right.
you don't give up faith is the thing that you don't do. And the good thing is you in the era where your son can reach out to you and get to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of this is that now when women pull this on us, you got social media and your kids can find you, or not only they can find you, you can find them. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, don't give up because you know that these streets is ruthless and a woman can't raise no man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he reaching out to you because he missing that father bond. You know what I'm saying? Because she can't teach him what you was teaching him, and she damn sure ain't gonna make him tough as you can make him tough. You know what I'm saying? So don't
That's
give
a
up.
fact.
You know what I'm saying? Go find out where she at. Just file for visitation. You know what I'm saying? It might land you in the child support situation if you get in court. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and she probably doing this because you took her to court. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm waiting for him to age out. You know what I'm saying? Where he get to that point where he can speak.
Right. Yeah, but like right now, if he like 12, 13, and you go for like visitation or custody, they're gonna talk to him. And he's old enough to speak for himself, and that could work in your
I
favor.
think it's 14.
And where? It depends where too.
Yeah. I
You
think
know what
where
I'm saying?
she's at, I want to say it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
don't say.
I think where she's at is 14.
Man, I don't care if it's 10. You know what I'm saying? You still got to try. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, it be one of these older niggas. They'll be on got your son next to them, and then next thing you know, they trying to put a pack in his hand. After the pack is the pistol. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
please don't give up. Go find out where she at. Go to legal aid. Talk to a lawyer first. Consult with them. See what you need to do. What's the best way to handle it, and then handle it that way because you don't want to jam yourself up. And you should wherever that y'all got that case at, you should call the court and be like, "Yo, she left the state. I left the state. How does this work? If I run into her in the supermarket in Atlanta, and am I in trouble? You know what I'm saying? Find
Right.
out so you can
Right.
protect yourself. And that way is that. And that's just a phone call to the court. That ain't gonna cost you shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just call clerk office and ask them and shit. Hold on for a second though.
All right.
All right, TJ, what up? Go ahead, brother.
Oh, what's up, man? I was gonna say, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. When folk reach out to their kid, it backfire on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a daughter who I reached out to, and her mom had a whole restraining order I ain't even know about that she got after we broke up, and then invited me to her house to meet so my siblings could meet because I just had a new son, and she dead ass took photos of me while I was sitting on her couch, bro, and then took them to the DHS or whatever it is, and told them like, "Hey, I got a restraining order against this man." Now they got a warrant for my arrest, bro. And I pay child support, all kind of stuff, man. And I usually get like visits after I get off work and everything, but I never went into her house. But she actually invited me over for dinner. And I went up over there, bro, with my, you know what I'm saying, let my kids meet. And she took photos of me. Now I got a whole prosecutor literally coming to my job, bro. He don't know what I look like because I wear a full face mask while I'm at work. But he literally came up to me today like, "Is your name so-and-so?" I'm like, "I don't know who that is, man." You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, oh, okay, I work for the courts. I'm looking for woo. You know, I got to serve this warrant for his arrest. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Whole federal officer, bro. No lie, gang. I'm like, dang, like, so women be playing dirty games, man. Like, yeah. And it's crazy because my daughter 5 years old right now. Calm down, Kelly. My daughter 5 years old, man, and I was with her mom till she was 3, and they still hit me with back child support, bro. Like, she put me on child support in 2020, bro, and they end up charging me $20,000. Swear to God, bro. Like, I end up getting hurt at work and got like a $50,000 settlement for getting my leg broke, and they gave her 20 grand of it. And I'm like, what the hell, for what? And then apparently they hit me back from the day my daughter was born. And thank God that they just passed this new law, because now women can get paid the second that she get nutted in. Oh, not. I'm sorry, I can't say that on your show. I'm sorry, but the second that you know what I'm saying, you put semen in that woman, she can start getting paid that day. You know what they just passed that law.
What city? Wait, don't tell me where you at, because you just said you got a warrant. I don't need to know.
I'm on West Coast though. I'm on West Coast.
Oh, you West? All right,
yeah,
cool.
I don't even care, bro, man. I got an attorney, bro. We finna get rid of all that, bro. Cause she illegally did that, and I got proof she invited me to her home, bro. Like,
all right, but let me ask you a question. If you knew that she had this thing against you, why did you even take a chance to go over there?
Bro, I didn't know. They never came to me. Yeah, they never served me. So what the dude was trying to do was serve me and still like lock me up at the same time. So he trying to do 2 in 1. And they got a young brother that's looking for me too, bro. This man have been at my job every day this week. I'm not lying to you, bro. Real talk. Like, every time I see him coming, I dip out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go outside or go on lunch. And it's like I can only avoid it so long. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want him to do it while I'm at work. I would rather just, because he left me a voicemail like, look, bro, I don't want to do this at your job. I don't want you to lose your job. I'm willing to meet you somewhere. And you know what I'm saying? We get you processed and everything. You know, I just ain't trying to do all that, man. It's just the principle of sitting in a cage, bro. Like, I just don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? But like I told,
you know what,
like,
you probably could get your lawyer to just go and handle the warrant for you, where you could walk in and walk out and pay whatever bond it is. Like, have them go to the court without you. Like, yo, I heard my client may have a warrant. I wanted to check, see what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Have them handle it, and then you just walk in, they pay it, and walk out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, bro. Look, they say I owe $2 grand because I was laid off for like a good 4 months. You know what I'm saying? And they like, so every month I pay $526 in child support. So when I was laid off, you know, the unemployment ain't kick in. Then when it did, it was $100, bro. Like, and it wasn't enough to cover that 500. You know, so they like, yo, you $2 grand behind. For you to get out, you got to pay that, like, up front. Like, that's what they do. Like,
yeah, that happened to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and you got custody of your kid?
My youngest.
Oh, okay. So that case is with another woman.
Yeah, with another woman, man. I got about 6 kids.
Right. Well, you know, when you have another kid, you know, and you got a new one, then
Thanks.
you know.
And then it's like, I just had it. You
because
know
they feel like, oh, you doing more over here.
Exactly, bro. Listen, I tried to put my name on a birth certificate, and the nurse then was like, "No, father, we can't allow that to happen. You got to establish some type of fraternity." I say, "What the?" I say, "When did y'all start doing that?" They say you got to establish some. And another thing, women, if y'all plan on going to go have these babies in this hospital, they're giving out fentanyl. They're literally putting fentanyl in all the drugs. I promise you, look it up. They putting the fentanyl in every drug, in the epidural, and all the pain medications. It's all fentanyl. Straight up. I was proud that my girl was a soldier that could do it without all that. Because they was like, oh my God, you don't need this. You don't need this drug. I'm like, nah, don't nobody want to take. Man, no. Because then what happened if she take all these fentanyl drugs and stuff, she got to still breastfeed the baby, bro. That means my baby going to ingest that. Like, use y'all brain. You know what I'm saying? And then they had a male nurse come in as a specialist for breastfeeding, a male nurse that came in as as a midwife. I say, man, get out. Y'all ain't no midwife. I don't care if you had your genital removed or not, bro. Get out. Ain't no men coming in here at all. The only man my kid gonna hear voice or be around is me. You feel me? Like I'm almost to the point because I just literally went to school, because I teach at a college too. You know what I'm saying? I work for a federal building, and then I teach at a college at night. Only 2 days a week though. But I'm dang near to the point, bro. I homeschool my kid, man. I literally homeschool my kid and work overnight. Like no lie. Then I come in the house and be up all day and sleep in the evening and go to work at night, bro. I'm willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep my kid from learning what this sick world got to offer, man. And these child support people, bro, they not against us males, bro. They want to cripple and weaken us, man. I'm telling you, man. For
I know
real.
they be breaking us down, and then the women,
yeah, bro.
some of the women, they help them by doing
Yeah, they do,
that,
man.
keeping the kid from us. They don't know that shit is that mental torture. Just imagine, ladies, imagine you was in the delivery room and you just had your baby, and the baby came out. As soon as they snipped the umbilical cord, somebody just ran in there and just took the baby and just went out the goddamn room. And you ain't get the hug. After you done felt that baby grow in your goddamn stomach for 9 months, before you can even lay eyes on it and hold it, somebody just come and rip the baby from you and just jet out the room. That's what
they
y'all
don't do that no
That's
more.
what I feel for us.
But they don't do that no more either. They give you the baby bloody. They can't wash the baby no more. They can't put it under the incubators no more. For real, it's a lot of stuff that they get lawsuit for that they cannot do no more. It's like as soon as you have your baby, they might keep you 24 hours after that, then they release you from the hospital. Like,
Wow.
And then they be trying. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. Badlands, what up? Badlands, take it on mute.
Yo.
What you coming up here for, you blank shooting nigga? You ain't got no kids.
Why I gotta be a blank shooter? Why can't I just be a nigga that's careful? You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all
tell us about your story.
The
of not
stories
being
that y'all
somebody's
niggas is
baby
talking
daddy.
about is stories I done seen from my cousins. Like it's a lot of boys in my family. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen y'all niggas stories firsthand. Ain't no way in hell. Now listen, let me put the disclaimer out there because we live, right? I do not encourage anyone to follow through with what I'm about to say. Okay? But it could never be me because that bitch would be dead. You understand what I'm telling you? You could not keep my kid from me, dog. There's no judge. There's no officer. There's no your grandma, nana. Nobody's keeping me from my child, dog. I don't care what you niggas saying. Not y'all. I'm saying like, with the court or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
that all that gangster shit sound good. That's why I tell you, blank shooting ass come up here talking shit. But girl, I'm gonna let
you hating, nigga. You hating. Anyway, what I'm saying is the lines get blurred though. You know what I'm saying? Because I give you an example, right? I'm gonna talk personally because this is a personal thing. My mom, right? It was me and my sister, and after a while, my pops wanted to be the king of North Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 3 siblings, right? 2 boys and a girl, right? They all the same age, and they all got different moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boy was out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my mom seen this and she said, "G, from now on, you are not going to see your father, because as long as I'm putting a roof over your head and paying for everything, and I'm getting no help from him, this is the way it's going to be. Now, when you get older, if you decide that this is what you want to do, you want to deal with that man, that's on you. But while I'm taking care of things, you're not going." Relationship with the children might not want nothing really to do with the mom, but want a relationship with the child. You know what I'm saying? But there's a onslaught of niggas that have these children with these women and do nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm talking about, like, I got a homeboy, I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying? I should though, because I don't give a fuck. But I ain't gonna say his name. But I got a homeboy who girl, like, Shorty wasn't even his girl, but she was just asking for like $50 more. Like, he was cutting her a check like 150. You know what I'm saying? And then she like, yo, little, you know what I mean? The young boy getting older, and you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get 200. Oh, this bitch trying to rob me. What? Nigga, like, the little nigga, like, he getting older. Like, his jeans ain't fitting the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? So those lines get blurred. And I think that's why, guys like you guys, have those issues. But also, the law isn't written for the black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, women, they got it good, man. And that's why I was always scared to have a child with a woman, because I know myself. Like, I think God saved me, right, thus far. I just put a post up on Instagram and I was going to have a kid this year. I said, fuck it, I put my foot down. But realistically, I think God saved me, you know what I'm saying? Because the shit that y'all be talking, I really feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in my mind, I'm saying, does she think she gonna walk around just chilling? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't see my kid. Are you serious? It's never gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Get your older brother, get the uncle, whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming through. Yo, we BB, where he or she at? You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't have the same story as y'all, and really, I ain't really come on here to get too deep, to be honest. I'm really here for the jokes. That's my job. Okay. Choke cuts me a check of $7,000 a week to come on here and crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? But this is a very serious topic, and I feel for you, brothers, to be honest with you. And I'm glad I'm not in that situation, because I give you guys the utmost respect, because you are able to control your emotions, and I can't. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah, we understand that, because if you was one of us, nigga, your ass be in jail right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We all sitting here looking at you like, yeah, I money.
Listen, I be doing 20. I be doing 20 to life.
Yeah, you did. That ain't gonna help your kid none either. That's why we on chill. We learn, when you got a kid, you learn greater restraint, or
So,
your
see, I ain't
ass
got
will
no
be
kids,
in
so I guess
jail,
that's
bro.
why I'm loose cannon right now. I ain't thinking straight. You know what I mean? But I just can't fathom the thought of like, see, I'm a product of a single parent. You understand what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? I'm a product of a single parent. So those times when my mom said, y'all go ahead and eat the food on the stove, and you go in there and eat, your sister go in there and eat, and there ain't no food left, and you like, yo, mom, how many hot dogs we supposed to get, or whatever, right? And she like, oh no, I already ate. Knowing that, like, as an adult, she ain't eat shit. You see what I'm saying? But she sacrificed so we would eat. So in my mind, I'm saying, women, if you have a man, listen, things don't always work out. You know what I'm saying? So don't stop that man from being a man and raising his child. Cause that shit goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? And if you a nigga that got a child and is not doing your business, you a sucker. And most of them niggas that do that be the niggas that was raised in single parent homes. So how could you put another woman through what your mother went through? You see how I just told you the story with my mom said, yo, the hot dogs on the stove. And then with me, I take two, my sister take two, and the pan is empty. It's just dirty hot dog water. And you looking at it, you're like, yo, mom, you ain't gonna eat? And she like, no, I already ate. As an adult, I know she ain't eat. Back then, I'm like, oh, all right, she ate. I'm tearing these hot dogs up. I ain't thinking nothing of it. So what I'm saying is, there needs to be some sort of line of communication. And I think, fellas, as well as the women, we need to have that open line of communication way before the baby even come. Yo, I know we smashing raw. You know what I'm saying? Look, if something happened, You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't my girl. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know. You not invited to the cookout. But listen, you invited to the nights out, the light out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And if we can talk, you know what I'm saying, and have those open lines of communication so that people will understand, like, okay, this is where he stand, this is where I stand. I had a chick one time, and she hit me up. We was talking one day, you know what I mean? We was doing a bunch of things. She from Germantown. I ain't gonna say her name. She from Germantown. And she said, yo, what would you do if you had a kid? I'm like, oh hell no. I was like 25. I'm like, oh hell no, I don't want no kid. I don't want no kid. And then like the situation ended, and then like 6 months later, she hit me up and she was like, yeah, I was pregnant and this, that, and the third, but you said you ain't want a kid and this, that, and the third, so I got rid of it and all that. I'm like, well, damn, we should have had an open line of communication. I mean, I still would have told you to get rid of it, but we were supposed to have an open line of communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's the biggest thing. It's like the whole pressure shouldn't be on the woman and the whole pressure shouldn't be on the man. They should have an equal understanding of where each other are. And most of all, we got to be responsible, man. You got to put them condoms on, man. You know what I'm saying? And she got to tell that man put that condom on. We got to be more responsible. I'm dead serious. I know we laughing, but we got to be more responsible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brother, I hear you. And what you're saying is right. But I want to say, I don't want nobody listening to Badlands about doing any violence to any goddamn women because they ain't seeing no kids. Do not listen to this nigga. He does not have no kids.
I said that, though.
I know you said that. I'm just saying, I'm reiterating it. You know what I'm saying? Do not listen to this dude and do nothing to none of these women, fellas. You know what I'm saying? That is not the way to go. And for y'all women that listen to a guy like Badlands that is telling y'all that he will kill to see his kid. If a woman took his kid or if y'all listening to this man, now imagine us men that had women do that to us. If you got a man that's sitting here saying that he would kill for his, not saying any of us thought about it, but if you hear the passion that this man is saying, and he has not fucking had his baby sleep on his chest, he has not held his kid, he didn't take his kid to school, he has not birthed the motherfucking baby. This nigga has not changed a goddamn pamper. You know what I'm saying? He has not had a baby throw up on him, burping him. He has not experienced none of the shit that we did. And he's talking about he will kill for his kid if it was taken. Understand that passion, ladies, and understand us right here. These faces you see on the screen, right? We are sane enough to know not to do no shit like that. But understand when you're taking a kid from us, when you hear from a man like that has not experienced this, to not even fathom the pain that we are going through with not being able to see our kids and not have a relationship with our kids. You got a man talking about he will kill and go to jail for the rest of his life, and he has not looked at his fucking face and another human being before. All of us up here, we done seen our face, our mother face, our daddy face, and another human being before. He has not had this experience, and look at his passion. So imagine how y'all women are tearing our world apart by not letting us see our kids. You know what I'm saying? But let me go to Chris real quick. Go ahead, Chris. Take it off mute.
Yo, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I've been watching the show, man. Everything you said resonate with me, man, for real. First, I had two situations. Well, I got 4 baby mamas, 4 kids, all they kids by me, first kid by me. And I've been in a situation where all of them damn near wanted to, keep the kids away from me. But I'm going through this previous situation where, my son just turned 1 on the 17th, and I haven't seen him at all. You know, I've been giving the moms what I give the rest of my other baby mamas. I'm only on child support for 2 of them. I've been giving them what like 220 like every month, all of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's I guess she mad about that. You know what I'm saying? So she been playing pong with my son, and only time she called me is for money. You know what I'm saying? Not to FaceTime my son, not to any of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's some painful stuff. You know. And the second situation was when you said it. I think it was yesterday about my man. It's about the mental health thing, like that. That you know, I was dealing with my daughter mom. Where she was keeping her away from me at the time. She's about 3 years old. At the time I was dealing with my father. He was ailing, you know, from cancer, you know, and I was really going through it. You know, all I want to do was see my daughter, you know, and she was keeping away from me. Then uh, one day I was supposed to pick her up from school. She told the teacher not to give it to me. Like, nah, don't, you can't. So I came all the way out there and she couldn't give it to me. So so we had a little, you know, talk about that. So next day went up there and picked her up, and I seen, you know, the name on the sheet who picked up was a dude. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that really did something to me. You know what I'm saying? I dang on didn't want to check myself at the mental hospital off that because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's just different with your daughter too. You know what I'm saying? Like it just I don't know, man. And I've been in and out the court for some years, bro. For 7 years trying to get rights and weekends where I can see my kids. And at one time I had custody of my daughter twice. Only for her for the whole school year, only for him to get her back to her, which was crazy because she moved out of state. All of my kids are damn out of state. All of them. Like there's only one that's in state. Um, the rest of them is in Atlanta. My oldest son moved to Atlanta. His mom, I was trying to get him, and they said they can't do nothing about that. Basically, I need a lawyer because I was trying to get them back, get my visitation rights back. Well, not get my visitation rights back, but I was trying to get them, you know, get my weekends back, and they seem like they can't do nothing about it, bro. And I don't know, man. I just at this point, hey, what can you do? You know, you tried everything, like y'all said, man. It's just the system set up for women. Period, man. It's like we don't have what rights do we have? Like we don't have rights at all, man. We need to do something as fathers, man, and try to make a bill or some type of law where you know chicks need to be held accountable for stuff like this. You know, so I mean that's all, man. You know, my little rap. You know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And I've been there before where, you know, my daughter mother take my name off the thing for picking her up from school and put her boyfriend name on it. And he picking her up. You know what I'm saying? But I would still go just to watch her come out of school and everything. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, back then I was in the streets heavy. So I'll be sitting there, you know, in the car, not alone, but not with other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there with shit on my lap, just angry. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, that it could drive you crazy, like, especially when you got a daughter and another man is picking up your little girl. Like, yo, I don't want no man picking up my goddamn little girl. You get what I'm saying? And you doing it just to spite me because I'm available to pick up, but you letting your boyfriend do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can spite me. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, yo, that shit will bug you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but like I'm saying, that this is the good thing about us black men that, you know, we strong-minded because we go through so much shit. By the time we 18, 19, we done been through so much shit that we could deal with this type of shit. But it's not healthy for us to be dealing with this type of stuff. And if y'all watching and you're not black, you could come on here. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you white, you Asian, you know, you Latino. I know y'all going through it too. Don't be afraid to come up here because you ain't black.
Hey, Choke. So I have a question for you. So my 1-year-old, right? So like I told you, I haven't seen him like at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because the crazy thing about it, let me tell you the backstory on this though. This is gonna trip you out, real shit. Though. It's gonna trip you out. I'm allowed to curse. I'm sorry, but this gonna trip you out. So my last the last one, you know, I was engaged with the last one and everything. So you know, she from South Carolina, but I met her up here in Chicago. This is where I'm from. So you know, we was together for almost 2 years, and you know, that's how the baby came about and everything. So she moved. We got into a little, you know what I'm saying, argument, whatever. You know, have a little relationship problems. You know what I'm saying. So she moved back and had the baby out there. You know what I'm saying. So she already knew she was doing. She had a baby out there. So I moved out there. We was gonna, you know, do the family thing out there. For some reason, she kept saying, you know, she wanted me to go back home. She was trying anything, like everything, attitudes, anything for me for me to leave, right? So I finally left. You know what I'm saying? Fourth time, I slept at the airport like what 3 times. You know what I'm saying? You know how you go to the airport, you talking it out. You know, you come back. So the fourth time, I got a job out there and everything. First day, she didn't even want to come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come get me. So you know what I'm saying? The fourth day, the fourth time she told me to leave, I left, you know, went back home and everything, just so she could say, yeah, I'm talking to somebody, blah, blah, blah. My son ain't even won yet. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the crazy part about it. Like, so, you know, at the end of the day, man, like I'm not about to, because I've been through this before with my daughter. I'm not about to, she changed her number and everything, so she can call me, but I can't call her. So what I did, I changed my number. I ain't about to play with that no more. My mental health is more important than anything now, you know what I'm saying? So she can do whatever she want to do. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? What is important is what my kids that are here that I can take care of. That's it.
Let me ask, did you take a paternity test?
No, I ain't take a test. I ain't
Do you know if the baby, did you see the
Oh
baby?
yeah, he look just yeah. I mean, I can't say he look like me because everybody, you know what I'm saying? I can't
Yeah.
say that, but he look like me. You feel me? He
Right.
look just like me, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I ain't take none of that. I ain't do none of that at all.
You know, because let me tell you, like in one of my situations, one of the situations, the girl lied to the dude and had him thinking that my kid was his, right?
Right.
And when my kid turned 2 years old, they tried to tell me that it wasn't mine. Like, oh, I made a mistake, it ain't yours with it. But they couldn't lie to me because I had 2 kids at the same time and they looked like identical twins.
Right.
So I knew it was mine. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about my mom, she know when them kids pop out, if they her grandkids or not. So you know what I'm saying? My mom's no better than DNA diagnostics, nigga. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? She'll take one look like, "Wow, that ain't your baby," you know. But the situation for 10 years, this dude thought that my child was his, but she knew that I was the father. You know what I'm saying? So hearing your situation, I would do a DNA test just to be safe because she may be running for that reason. Not saying that that's the case. I don't know. But I'm just telling you as a person that dealt with a person that was a great liar, they had a man believing that my daughter was his for 10 years. And he paid child support 8 of those 10 years. And then when he found out the truth, he didn't get none of his fucking money back. And she didn't get in trouble. She didn't go to jail, nothing. So you get, women be doing some shit, B. You know what I'm saying? So if she running and you come in and she like, yo, you got to go, you got to go, you got to go, you might want to you might want to look deep into that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like you said, babies look like anybody when they was little. Because I had a situation where this girl from the Bronx had a baby. She told me she had a baby by me. You know what I'm saying? And I went through the whole pregnancy with her. You know, and then when she had the baby, I bring the baby home. My mom was like, "That ain't your baby. You need to go in and get a DNA test." And I took her to court, and it wasn't my fucking baby. And I thank God that my mom's was like, "Yo, that ain't your baby." Because who's to tell how long I would have been taking care of this kid to come to find out it wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? And then my other situation after that shows and proves to me that a lot of these women will know for a fact who the father is, but for whatever reason, they won't man up to their man that they cheated on or whatever, and they will have a person believe, I know this other girl that I grew up with. Her kid had two fathers. You know what I'm saying? She taking them over to this family, then she taking them over to this family, and don't have no guilt about it. You know what I'm saying? So please, brother, if she running from you like that, if you're gonna track her down, get a DNA test, and because she might be running for that reason. You never know. You never know. I'm not saying that whoever you are, lady. I'm just saying you may want to double check that.
I appreciate it, man. Y'all be safe, man.
All right, hold on. Yo, Jay, what up?
You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? Because my first son, you know what I mean? Like I said, she called me after she had him, you know what I mean, and whatever. And that didn't break the bond because, and another thing that the other dude was saying too, when he was like, when he was saying something like when, the dudes that don't take care of their kids be the niggas that come from, single parent houses. And you know what I mean? The thing about it is, how I feel like dudes that didn't grow up with a father, I feel like those are the dudes that really want to be great fathers. You feel me? Because they know how it feels to not have a good father. You know what I mean? Like my father never really been in my life. You feel me? And that's the only thing I could thank him for. Only thing I could thank him for is for showing me what type of father not to be. You know what I mean? And or whatever, you know what I mean? Like I had my son, I've been taking care of him ever since he was born. You feel me? And it was a point in time where I was down, you feel me? I wasn't working, I wasn't really getting to the bag at all like that, you feel me? And I was like really effed up. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't rub two pennies together out here, for real, you feel me? And it don't make it no better, right? When a female, they say you're not supposed to kick a man when he's down. You know what I mean? And if you see, you got a baby father, right? You know what type of person he is. You know he's a loving man, but at the point he may not be able to financially support for his child. I don't mean that he don't care. I don't mean that he don't want to give his child the world. I don't mean that he don't love his child or nothing like that. He just right at that point in time cannot financially take care of his child. You know what I mean? And I remember a moment where, I had my son at my crib and he crying. And she said, I was like, yo, where's pacifier? I'm looking for his pacifier. She said, go buy him a pacifier. Yo, a pacifier, probably like 50 cents a dollar, something like that. So I couldn't even go to the store to go get my son. Yo, you know how that made me feel, man? So that was the worst feeling in the world, son. And I'm not even gonna hold you. That right there, I think I needed that, son, because that made me say, "Oh yes, hold on, I'm playing myself right now. I really gotta like get on my job. Like I can't even go get my son a dollar pacifier, son." And that made my insides burn. You feel me? Or whatever. And another thing I wanted to say was like dealing with you know, females and baby mothers, it's like it's like, you know what I mean? Like you can't. It's bugged out. It's bugged out. I just got, you know what I mean, caught in my thoughts. You feel me? Like, cause I mean that was some real talk right there.
Yeah. All right. TJ, what up?
Oh, I was just gonna speak on I forgot the guy who just left his name, but what he said about women having kids and dipping off with them. Cause I actually got two twins, bro, and the woman dipped off when she was like 7 months pregnant. Got with this dude, married him. You know what I'm saying? Made it seem like they was his and all that, bro. And when they was about 4 years old, I ended up finding out where she lived and went to go see him. But he pulled a gun on me, like straight
What?
up, fam. Like,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm like, dang, gang, you ready to kill? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like we could, okay, mom, I'm sorry. I'm thinking like we could go to war, but it's like, boy, you ready to kill for him. I'm just gonna, you got it. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Like when they get older, they'll reach out and know who I am, bro. They gonna find who they real daddy is. But nah, women do stuff like that. And I ain't even on here to just dog women out. Let me not just be like women, because you know sometimes men can drive women crazy that'll make them act like that. You feel me? So we ain't just finna be like, yeah, women this, women that. Cause I don't want the ladies to feel some kind of way like we just clowning. But it's just those women that do certain stuff to their baby fathers. Let's say that. Cause I don't
Yeah,
want people to,
and
yeah.
we don't put all women in that box because there's women.
Cause I'm only on child support for 2 kids. I got 6. I'm just saying, like, so.
Right.
You know, and just like old boy was saying, I send all them about $250 a month, man. You know, but I also buy clothes and shoes. You know what I'm saying? I buy plane tickets so they can come see me in the summer. You know, I pay for little programs when they do come see me in the summer, so we can, so they can have like activities to do while I work. Like, so I totally understand where you coming from. I understand where all y'all brothers coming from. Straight up,
Yeah,
like we got.
and like like Badland said, we got to be careful. We got to protect ourselves, this, that, and the other. But sometimes things happen. Sometimes we be young and in love early and don't even know what love is. You know what I'm saying? And we just be caught up in our feelings and feeling like we want a baby, and then we realize later, oh, we wasn't ready. But this whole thing ain't about dragging women. It is about creating awareness to women that think that we don't be affected, like men don't cry or we don't miss our kids, and nigga, you don't care about this kid. And we want child women to know too that it's hard. It's hard out here. And sometimes dudes ain't got money, but we could go and play with our kids in the park. It don't cost nothing to throw the football. It don't cost nothing to take them to the court to play basketball. Why we gotta have money if we say, yo, we coming to get the kid, and you say, oh, you ain't give me no money. You ain't got no money. I got $5 in my pocket. I ain't got to eat. I can get them a slice and a soda. We gonna go to the park. They gonna give them their skateboard, their bike, whatever. We gonna have some fun. Why I gotta have a bunch of money to spend time with my kid? It don't cost nothing to spend time with the kid.
Yo, I can say one thing. I can say one thing real quick.
Who's
Real
that?
quick. Jay.
Okay, Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that you said that, because when I lost my train of thought, that's exactly what I was trying to think of. You know what I mean? It's crazy how child support tell you how much you supposed to pay every month. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how you going to tell me how much I got to give my child? You feel me? It's like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how life works. We work together, me and you. Like, if I don't have it, okay, well, we try to figure something out. You know what I mean? How you put up a system to tell me, oh, this amount of money what you got to give every month to take care of your child? And if you don't got it, they just add and on, add and on, add and on. That is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like just the that whole system is just crazy. I could never I would never understand that system. And it's crazy how, you know what I mean? We not bashing females or nothing like that. I love my black females, but it's crazy how, you know, they use that system, like the black women use that system against the black man to bring us down like that. You know what I mean? Like that, like they can't see the system. Like they can't see. Well, I think that they do see what it does. That's why they do that, because they want to hurt us, and I guess they could use that to hurt us. You know, but
that's the number one reason. That's
yeah.
the number one reason. Sometimes it ain't because you're a bad father. You know what I'm saying? It's to hurt you financially and emotionally. You know what I'm saying?
And another point, one more point I wanted to make was, you know, a lot of times, you know, I be seeing a lot of the dudes that's on child support is the dudes that really love their kids. Yo, the dudes that don't give a damn about their kid, they don't care if they see them, they don't care nothing. Yo, son, they don't never get on child support.
I know.
That's crazy. The dudes that really love their kids and would kill, like my man said, for their kids, because yo, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was on my man time at one point in the time.
Nah. No, you wasn't. Go ahead. Next subject.
No. Listen, nah.
Don't say that, nigga. No.
No. I'm not gonna say that. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna just say that, you know, I love that was my firstborn. So I loved him so much that situations was happening that, you know, where I got emotional to the point where I couldn't control my emotions. I couldn't control my feelings. I couldn't control my anger. You know what I mean? Like it was just uncontrollable. It was nothing I could do about it. You feel me? But you know, and it took me to sit down sometimes. I had to sit down. I had to go sit in the white man institution. You feel me? I had to go sit down in there, and I had to go sit there and think like, I could have did that at the crib, but you know, for some reason, you know what I mean? I sat in the institution, and then I was like, yo, you know what? It's not worth it, son. It's crazy because what am I wilding for? You know what I mean? Like, what am I going this hard for? You feel me? Like, now I'm in here. So now my son I can't see my son. Now she have all freedom to go do whatever she want to do. The same reason why I made a wild out to got me in here. Now I done gave her even more freedom to do that. And then now I can't even see my child.
Yeah, and this is what that's you know, that's why I say, you know, be careful with your words, but you know, this is what this is the reason for this. You know what I'm saying? So we can vent because there's a lot of dudes watching right now that wouldn't come on here because they don't want to, you know, show their face or they don't want to, you know, piss nobody off. But this shit is therapy for us because it's I'm telling you, it's right now, it's people watching, they got chills in their body. It's probably people watching this crying because they not seeing their kids and they going through the same thing that we going through. Now, me, I was you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh my God, Luz, because I'm the, like you said, it's the people that didn't grow up with a father. Like my mother and father got divorced at a certain point. So as me growing up as a teenager, I didn't have my father in the house. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, and for me coming from the projects and only having, you know, women in my family, I'm very protective, overly protective. Even the women today, they'll tell you, yo, Choke, take care of us. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of person I am. So when your baby get ripped from you, like you said, like that, it will drive you crazy. And the women know it. They know it. You know what I'm saying? You may not, because what you saying is, what you explaining is, it's called love. That's it. It's love. The love that you got for your child, it may drive you crazy. Somebody take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? And what women learned was we can fall out of love with them, but we never gonna fall out of love with our kid. You know what I'm saying? And when they see that, oh nigga, I know how to hurt you. I know what you love. You know what I'm saying? And through the court systems and the law, we can't spaz out or get crazy, or you wind up in the rubber room, or you wind up in jail, and then you in there, you got a lawyer, you got bail. Now you done got add some shit to your record to make you look violent, and now it's even harder for you to spend time with your kid because she using that shit against you.
So